Norell, you've played Pitt a couple times now in your career. What do you expect when you go into a game like this in the trenches?
Just a physical group, a group that's just gonna come out, play hard, you know, and we gotta match their physicality.
Where do you think this team's physicality is, the Hokies, that is?
I feel like we're on the right path. Just gotta keep growing and keep pushing each and every day.
You guys have struggled to stop the run. How frustrating has that been? It seems like if teams run the ball on you, that can be a little bit just crushing as a defense.
Um, just executing better, knowing that okay, you don't know what play it can be. It can be any play. So just focusing in on your job and your assignment each and every play because Marshall had probably 3 runs that broke long and which had half their yard. So just knowing that each and every play, you don't know what play it could be. You just got to execute each and every play.
Norell, what have you liked about how you guys have rushed the passer through the first couple weeks, and what do you hope to do more there?
We've been affecting the quarterback. I feel like we've been affecting the quarterback pretty good. Some opportunities we left out there just by the little details, and that's the thing we're continuing to work on, just the details, because that can be the difference between the pressure and the sack. So just focusing on the details.
What is Feldarius like as a teammate, and to see him get in the backfield, make a couple big plays on Saturday, what was that like?
Oh, it was exciting. It was very exciting because, that's my hotel roommate the night before the game, so he was already saying that he was due for one, and then he just went out there and did it. So just having that confidence, that's how Feldarius is. He's confident in what he can do and his abilities, and he went out there and did it.
Coach Pry mentioned that before the Marshall game, they kind of changed up a little bit of the pregame routine. He wanted to, I guess, ramp up the intensity quicker. Did you notice a big change in that intensity before the game at all?
Yeah, the offense came out, scored on the first drive. And, I felt like that had something to do with it, and we just got to keep that going throughout the whole game, all 4 quarters.
You guys won the turnover battle. I know that was such a big emphasis this season. What did you like about that aspect of it, and how do you kind of keep that momentum going?
I love that we're continuing to grow as a defense and grow in that aspect of taking away the ball because that can help our team. So just focusing more on takeaways and trying to get the ball back to our offense and potentially score on defense.
I'll echo a question Andy asked about the physicality of Pitt. Is that one of the games as a defensive lineman you look forward to being the more physical unit up front?
I wouldn't say just this game. I mean, I look forward to every game. Look forward to every O-line group. You got to respect your opponent, but also knowing that, okay, they got to block us, not so much worrying about them, worrying about what we can do to impose our will.
You guys, I was looking up a stat this past weekend. When teams don't score on you guys, you're getting off the field on third down. I think 7 for 37 third down conversions for the other team. But when they score, it's 22 of 25. What are things that you guys notice on third downs that you need to make sure you're consistently getting off the field?
Just like I said, the details, because you never know what play is going to be. You never know what play they can break, what play the ball is going to be on the ground. So just effort, details, and locking in on your assignment each and every play.
Coach Price said last week the rotation on the defensive line has been something that he's been proud of, to get like 10 guys out there. How do you feel with the rotation, especially at D-tackle, when you have 5 guys that can go in there and honestly play starter reps?
It's great, because it keeps everybody fresh, healthy, and then it keeps everybody motivated. It keeps everybody, we have fresh legs out there. You can't beat fresh legs. The offensive line usually doesn't rotate a lot for the other team, so just having fresh bodies out there and throwing different looks at them.
Pitt is missing several key starters on that offensive line. Does that excite a defensive, a defensive unit that you are possibly going to get a chance to maybe get more opportunities to get to the quarterback?
Not necessarily. We just try to focus on ourselves, no matter who's in front of you. It's not about what. It's one thing Bud used to coach a lot. It's not about the other team. It's about us and what we can do. So just more so focusing on what we have to accomplish to get the job done.
How important is it for guys like yourself and Josh Fuga to still keep your heads up and keep everybody encouraged on the defensive side of the ball, especially the younger guys when you have such a losing skid that you're on?
It's very important, because, in life you're going to lose sometimes. And football is all about life, all about coaching you and preparing you for life. So you lose your job, you still got to get the bill still due on the first. So just realizing and telling them young boys, man, you got to keep pushing, keep going, and you can't put your head down, because in life, when you have a family and they depending on you, can't put your head down, then you got to make it happen. So just continue to preach that we got to keep pushing and keep going no matter the circumstances.
Norell, obviously, 2 straight road games. The Purdue game was, a weird circumstance with the rain and the crowd and all that. Do you think being back at home in a more traditional Lane Stadium environment is something that can maybe energize this team?
For sure, we love Lane. We love the Hokie fans. They stick beside us no matter what, and that's like our 12th man. So we can't wait to get back in front of the fans. A big part of what we do here.
I'd forgotten about this until I saw a video of it today. In 2019, you had that scoop and score against Pitt as a freshman. First, does that feel like a million years ago? And second, where's that still rank in your career highlights?
Yeah, it feels like a cajillion years ago, man. It's just looking back on everything. I seen that today, too, and just looking back on it, just looking back at my journey. I'm so blessed and thankful just to still be here and still, be a part of this program. And what was the second part?
Where's that rank in your career highlights?
Oh, it's up there. Ain't nothing like a touchdown. So it's up there, top 5, top 10.
Anything else for Norell? All right, thanks, Norell.
Appreciate you guys.
Thanks, man.